Assalamu alaikum, my wonderful viewers. You are welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ajani Matu from Bia. If you are new here, like and subscribe to my YouTube videos. Thank you. So after finish drafting my pattern, I'm putting my pattern on my fabric and I'm cutting it. So that's what we are doing now. So this is the back. So you just notch where the waist and your under bust is and your waistline. So this is my front. This is my front side. So on this part, I use medium stiff to stiff all my pattern, all the lining and the main fabric. And from where my bust is, I ironed hard stiff where my bust is so that it will make it stand. But on the main fabric, I ironed breast part there. Okay, so it is only on the lining part that I use hard stiff to iron to put it where the bust is. So when you are sewing your pattern, if you are a new beginner, sometimes the new beginner, they find it very difficult to sew the allowance that they have already leave. After they leave half inch, you see them sewing quarter inch. So if you cannot do that, you just put your pattern so that you just mark it and it will be easier for you to sew. When we are on the machine, I will show you a second method to use so that you sew it exactly the way you left the allowance. You leave the allowance. So this is my back. The back to just do it the same way. So I'm just doing this to show new beginners. When you draft your pattern, the allowance that you left, you are supposed to sew this exact allowance you left. You are not supposed to sew more than or less than. So that's why I'm doing this. But I will show you how to do it also on the machine. So this is the lining of my back. This is my back lining, and this is the main fabric. So you are going to sew it. Let's go to the machine and sew all of them together. So when you are on your machine, look at my foot. Please, I'm going to use my foot to demonstrate something here for you. So you see we have the left and the right side, okay? So you see where my right hand is. You see this one. If you leave, let's say 2.1 inches, when you are sewing, you are supposed to be making sure that it is only 2.5 is there, okay? If 0.5 is there, okay? So you keep on making sure that at that side, no, that place, no, the allowance that you are leaving there is supposed to be the same, not more than that or not less. Okay, if you are controlling it like this, then you get the same. If that's half inches that you leave, you will be able to sew half inch out, or if it is a quarter inch that you left for the sewing allowance, you'll be able to do that. So now we are just joining our back patterns together. So that's what we are doing, and this is the lining. Then I'll do the same way to the main fabric. So after you finish, you notch your waist area. The waist area, you notch it. You notch it, and your under bust, you notch it. So after that, you just open it and open your seam allowance. Okay, you can just go to your ironing board to iron it, but sometimes this is what I do. So when I open it like this, before I get to the ironing board, this one, if I do it like this, it will just lie down perfectly like I've ironed it. So let's repeat those to the others. So you can see this is also my front panels. I've joined them together. So where the I told you at the main fabric I added breast pad. So where I sew, the place that I sew my allowance, I'm going to remove the breast pad there, then I'll cut it off so that it will be very, my seam allowance will lie down very well. And my bust too will be able to come out very well. So that's what I do. So as you can see, and after that you notch your bust, your waist and your bust and around the curve. Okay, so I'm just notching my bust area around from my waist. I started notching it from my waist, so you just notch it like that. So now that we have finished, as you can see, I've finished joining both the lining and the main fabric, and I'm ironing it. So this is the front part that I'm ironing. Can you see? So this is the lining part. This is not the main fabric. You see, because of the hard stiff I put on the bust side, it make my bust come out very well. Yes, and we are going to do bone. We are going to do caging technique there. We cage the bust. So after ironing it, making sure everything is well done, then I'll put my boning there. So you can see how my bust has come out well. Please, when you are working on corset, you should always make sure that if you are not using a steam iron, just have some water to sprinkle it on the fabric, then you iron it so that it will lie down very well. Can you see how this is my lining? Can you see how it has come out very well? So now we are going to make some lines and we put our regioning boning. So this is my regioning boning. As you can see, I'm making lines, straight lines. We are going to make straight lines. After making the straight line, then we make curved lines. Okay, we take it round from the under bust. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm taking it round from the under bust. So that's where we'll be putting the boning. Okay, so where I have marked, that's where we are going to put boning. So this one, the curve one, I will make like 3 or 4 lines. So all this one, it depends on how you want your bust caging to come out. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making the lines. So you can see I've made 3 lines, but I'll also put one at the top there, which will be 4 lines. So you can see. So first of all, we start making the straight ones. So I'm going to measure it, then I'll cut. You see the curve area, I will show you how to do your boning so that it will be very curvy. So you cut the curve ones, you cut it. So that's for the curve one, where the bust is. Then you cut the straight ones too. So for that place, because it is very curvy, so I'm going to be pulling my bone like this. You know, there's strips that make the boning. It is just like tiny. So if you keep pulling only that one, you remove the thread from it, then you keep pulling your boning. As you are pulling it, you see how it is curving. And so that's how to do with the curve one, so that it will come out very well. You will not finish caging, then it will be like your stiff, even the bust won't even come out. So if you want your bust to come out very well, then please do this technique. So I've started sewing on the straight ones. So after the straight one, then I'll put the curve one, as you can see. So this is the curve one. Can you see how I'm putting it? Then make sure that any place that is a curve, sew it in a curve way. Don't put it down straight and sew it. Make sure you are using the curve that is in it to sew, so that you sew down its curve, don't sew it down straight. So after that, I'll just stitch the rest. You keep on pulling everything, every extra that is inside out, you keep on pulling it, so that your nipple point will just come out well. Can you see how it has come out? Can you see? When I was making this when I decided to make this video for my subscribers, my machine wasn't good at all. My machine was having problem, but I didn't mind. I just wanted to, this is a tutorial and it is not meant for anybody. Even though I don't know, maybe I'll wear it or not, I don't know. But this is just a tutorial for my subscribers. So if you are also my subscribers, this is for you. If you have not yet subscribed, do it to subscribe, okay? Subscribe to my YouTube channel and I'll make sure you enjoy it, okay? You enjoy it. So that's the, because my machine was not good and I just managed it to use to sew. That's why you are seeing as some threading what and what on top of my lining. So don't mind that. So this is my main fabric that I've already joined my seam allowance. So I'm just ironing it so that that one to come out well after we have finished the caging, so that we are going to turn our neck. So after the caging, I put this foam to sew on the underbust. So I started sewing, that's my underbust. I started sewing it on the underbust area, and also where I cage my front, okay, the neckline. You can see before I was doing the caging, I left seam allowance for sewing. So where my seam allowance is for sewing, that's where I'm sewing. I'm going to sew it down. So you just put extra foam, or if you even have fiber, you can use fiber too. So this is what I have, is a foam. So it is like 1/2 inch foam. So I just decided to use it. But if you have fiber, you can use it. If you don't have fiber or foam, it is not compulsory to use it. But if your client is that type, if you are making an overbust costume for a client who doesn't have more bust, you know, some of us, we don't have the breast. No, when God was sharing it, and I think we were sleeping. Yes, we are sleeping, so we didn't get some. So if you have a customer like that, if you add them foam or fiber, it will do well for them. So you see where I sew it. So this allowance is just for turning my neck, okay. So now the boning we have already have attached my boning. I just make some lines on it and I attach my boning to it. I already have a video on how to do the boning. Okay, I already have it, so you can check on my channel if you have problem with that. So I've turned my neck. I just added my lining and my main fabric together. Then I'll just sew the extra inches I left. I just sew it down. So that's what I'm pulling it out. And at the neck area, I'm going to put hemming gum. Okay, I put hemming gum, so when I'm pressing it, so that it will attach, the hemming gum will attach the main fabric to the lining on the neck area. So this is also my back. I'm going to sew them together. Okay, can you see how it is? So I'm going to use you see, I really like this my corset too. Okay, let's work on the back. So we are going to turn our back down. We are going to turn it too. So you can see the back too, we have already attached. We have already attached our boning. There's already a video on how to do your boning, how to use a fabric to cover your boning and attach it, so you can check it on my channel. So can you see we have attached it together? I just put them on top of each other, then I just sew them down. So I have this one, I cut it 5 inches and I fold half inches at the other side, and at the other side I fold almost 1 inches, but it is not up to 1 inches. So this is the middle of my back. I'm just going to put it inside, then I'll attach boning. Okay, so you can see that's the middle of my back. Then I'll just put my boning on top of it, then I'll sew it down. So I leave allowance like half inch allowance before the hem of my dress, because I don't want, when I'm piping the hem of my dress, I should get the step. So I close it. After I close it, so I just get a place where to just put this boning. Okay, so that when this black comes, it will cover it. So that's why when I put it down, I'll use the black to cover and see whether it can cover it before I will start sewing it. So in the middle of these two lines is where I'm going to make my eyelets. So now I'll cover with the black one. Then after covering the black one, then I'll come and sew where my boning is, so that it will appear on the black fabric. Can you see? So where I stitch on the boning, that's where I'm now going to sew, so that it will appear on my black fabric. So now that I've finished, I'll just cut the excess one. Then I'm supposed to pipe pipe the back. I'll use a black fabric to also pipe my back. Okay, so you can see this, I cut it 2.5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to use this to pipe it. When I finished making this video, it was very long, so that's the reason why I'm speeding it like this, so that you not get bored when watching it. If you have any question or anything to say about this video, please you can leave it in the comment section. Or if there's any place you didn't understand well and you want me to make a video so that you understand it very well, please you can also leave it in the comment section. Okay, so now we are going to sew our side seam. When we are cutting this, we left an allowance of 1.5 inches at the side, so we are going to sew it. After sewing it, then we cut the allowance off, then we use boning to cover the same side. Okay, the side seam, we use boning to cover it up. I've already do the other side, so I'm going to use this other side to demonstrate it for you. So let's sew it down. So I'm just stitching so that my lining and my fabric will be stable before I stitch the side seam. So now that we are stitching our side seam, so we stitch it down. After that, we just cut the same allowance off. So I'm just making sure that I use the correct measurements. So after we finish cutting it off, you can see we have cut it off. So I'm going to use this. Okay, you see how my boning is curved, because I've already put all the bones inside it so that it will be more curved. Okay, more curved. You know, the side seam is curvier. So now I'm going to stitch it at the side, then I'll pipe the hem of my dress, my top, then is good to go. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Please do it to subscribe, okay? Get up this early morning. This video, I've recorded it for very long, but I couldn't able to sit to do voiceover because I was very busy with wedding dress. So I just get up this morning. I decided, no, let me do this thing so that my subscribers will get to benefit from it. So please sorry for my voice, it's too early, that's why my voice sound like that. Okay, if you don't like the sound of my voice, forgive me. Forgive me, it is too early, I didn't eat anything and I just started doing this. So one thing I noticed about this one too is you see the side seam. If you don't want your side seam to be rough like this, you can just sew on the right side of the fabric, okay? I mean the front. Then you cut your seam allowance, then you put your boning on it to cover it, so that inside your corset too will be very nicely, okay, nicely finished. So now I'm piping the hem of my corset. I just cut the a long fabric 2.5 inches, then I folded it into two, then I'm using it to pipe the hem of my corset, okay. You can see how my corset has come out very well. I really love it. I'll try to make some skirts and a yoke, then I'll wear it to show you how it looks like. But for now, thank you for watching my videos. Please like this video. That's what you can do for us, okay? Okay, we spend a lot in doing this, so to appreciate us, just like this video, leave us a comment, subscribe to our channel. That's how you can also support us to do well. It is good to know that people are like your videos, and they are interested in what you're showing them.